What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and man, this story right here is the best story that I've read in a long time, okay? Talking about Rachel Zegler and all the problems over there with that woke race-swapped Snow White that they're deciding to foist upon us, you know, super girl boss feminist Snow White. That's what they decided to do with the classic 1937 Walt Disney's very first movie. They decided to turn Snow White into a girl boss, and they have been paying the price for that ever since they made that decision. They've been paying the prices in more ways than one. Yeah, like right here, these cats are already $330 million a hole. They've already spent $330 million on this woke crap. And they still got more to go, all right? They ain't done by a long shot. They reshooting this thing. They got to reshoot stuff. They got to figure out how they're going to get these little dwarves in here. They got a CGI stuff, you know, so that's going to be a ton of bread and special effects and everything. They got to go in here and shoot all of this crap, you know? I mean, yeah, you dang all right they concerned, man. Because look, you spent $330 million. I'm just saying it right now. This thing going to have to make $1 billion to break even. It's got to make $1 billion just to break even. And when you got this little poison pill, all right, you got poison sitting here in the middle of this thing. Everybody's pissed at Rachel Zegler. Nobody's coming to watch this movie. Are you joking? And it's like, man, what do we do? We got to fix. How do we fix this? Well, let's throw some more money in it. Yeah, but every dollar we spend on it from here going forward is another dollar that we got to make up. Like for every dollar they spend, they're going to have to make like another $3 or $4 for every dollar they spend. It is getting to the point where they're just going to be throwing money away. They've already thrown $330 million away. They're about to throw away some more trying to fix this mess. And yeah, that's what's funny about it. That's what brings us to this. Yeah, so you guys know this is on thatpartplace.com, all right? Make sure you check this out. There's lots of good information, always great articles to read. This is, of course, by friend of the channel, WDW Pro. WDW Pro has great sources, all right? Great sources. So when he hears a rumor, it's almost like the gospel, right? You can almost trust that rumor is probably going to come true. So he says here, the Walt Disney Company may be cutting back on RZ from her leading Snow White role. And he says, yeah, it's distinctly rumor and speculation. All right, so how are they going to pull this off? So here's what we got. The source claims that Disney has hired a young actress to play Snow White as a child. The idea is to cut time out of Zegler's performance, show Snow White as a cute little kid, and soften the character with flashbacks and or major origin story portion at the beginning of the film. Of course, edits have not begun for these scenes as we believe they're not shot yet, so things could change. So let's stop right there, okay? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, it doesn't matter how cute the little kid is, all right? How Snow White is just, oh, she's such an adorable little girl. Look at her. And look, they'll probably use that, you know, younger Snow White in the trailers leading up to the movie so you can kind of see a softer side. It doesn't matter. People have already heard from Rachel Zegler, and that's why they're not coming to check this thing out. All right. Unless you're doing a complete recasting of Rachel Zegler and a complete rewrite and staying faithful and honoring the original 1937 classic, all of this little smoke and mirror stuff ain't going to make one damn bit of difference. Nobody's coming to watch this movie, Disney. I'm going to tell you right now, hiring this young actress, all right? Hiring this young actress, and you can hire the cutest little girl as a matter of fact. You can hire whoever you want to hire, okay? Like they say it right here, Inside the Magic is reporting that Amelia Foucher will play a young version of Rachel Zegler's Snow White. Yeah, and here's where that detail comes from. The Dis Insider, Amelia Foucher to play young Snow White in the Rachel Zegler-led remake. Yeah, and this is her right here, all right? Amelia Foucher. You know, yeah, adorable little kid, right? Adorable little kid. You can see her being a young version of Snow White. But the problem is that she grows into this she-harpy standing behind her. All right? She turns into Rachel Zegler at midnight. So it doesn't really matter what happens. You know? At the end of the day, we already know who this person is, and we don't want to see her as Snow White. That's the bottom line. Doesn't matter how cute the kid is young Snow White. If the bulk of the movie, not flashbacked and all of that stuff, is going to become this chick. Nobody likes Rachel Zegler unless you're recasting Rachel Zegler. And on top of that, you're changing the story into a traditional Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remake. There's no chance. You're not going to make any money off of this. I'm sorry. The word has gotten out. People don't like this chick. It doesn't matter. Okay. It just doesn't matter. So yeah, hiring a young actress to play Snow White as a child, you're just throwing that money away. You know, whatever salary she's going to get, you're just throwing it away at this point. That nobody is coming to watch this movie. You know, and that's what's funny about this whole situation. What's funny about this whole thing is that Disney is so desperate to get a hit. They're going to have to double down. They're going to have to triple down and quadruple down to try to figure out how do we fix this. But you can't. You can't fix this. That's the beauty of this whole situation. There is no fixing this. There is only losing money because you decided to make a woke version of Snow White. And then you got your poison pill. You got her all charged up, you know, because you probably was banging her head with all of that woke nonsense. So you got her all charged up. So when she goes out there to D23, she opens her big mouth like she does on social media. You see, you didn't vet her. You didn't check her out and see, hey, man, is this a loudmouth on social media that we might have to worry about? You know, we need a girl that's going to go out there and behave like a princess and walk the walk and talk the talk. We need somebody that's going to be very soft and, you know, kind. And oh, no, none of this, you know, loudmouth nonsense. Oh, we're not saved by the prince. You know, he's weird. You know, you can't have that stuff. Okay, you can't have that kind of action. You got to have somebody that's out there. Hey, you're a princess. Behave like one. But no, they didn't get that person to play Snow White. And so here we are. All right, you cannot fix this. It's over. You've already lost $330 million. You're going to lose more money as you continue to hire people to try to fix this mess. There's no fixing this. And so, yeah, I'm just enjoying watching Disney absolutely just go down the drain with this thing. You know, as for whether or not Amelia Foucher is up to taking on the role and softening the overall film's tone and portrayal, well, she's just about the cutest kid you'll find in gaze of a little YouTube video. Yeah, all of that could be true. Adorable as hell. All right, nothing wrong with that. But once again, Amelia Foucher is not going to fix this thing, you know, unless they are going to wait until she grows up and can play a proper Snow White. And they're saying, look, none of this woke feminist bullshit from you, kid, okay? You know, we don't want none of that crap from you. You know, you are going to walk the line. I want you to watch the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs about 150 times. And I want you to go out there and tell everybody you love it and you can't wait to play Snow White, all right? And then we'll start shooting some stuff of you now as young Snow White. And then we're going to put this thing on ice for 10 years and wait till you grow up. With this Rachel Zegler experiment, we're done with that. You know, we're just going to have to write that $330 million loss off as, you know, with our taxes. We just going to have to write that shit off. You know, say, man, yeah, we was trying something new. It didn't work out. Yeah, let's just write that off with our taxes, you know, or whatever. I mean, there's no way in the hell that this thing is going to make any money. That's just the bottom line. Anyway, folks, I just love this story again, man, because you get woke, you go broke, and there's nothing you can do about it. You are going to have to eat every last bit of that wokeness. All $330 million, you got to eat that. You got to eat it, Disney. There's no way out of this. There's no escape, okay? That's the best part about this thing. They gonna try everything. There's no getting away from it. Lose the money and learn the lessons, all right? You guys let me know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.